Do you want to learn how to install stickers and vinyl graphics just like this one, perfect every time? Well then stay tuned. So the cool thing about these is they come with installation instructions. Gives you a bunch of things to do, prep the surface, gives you tools that you might need. It also has two different methods. It has the dry application and the wet application. Today we're going to be doing the wet application. I'm excited to give it a try, so let's see how this goes. One tip to make this a little bit easier is to use a heat gun and just warm the graphic up as you're starting to take it off. This is pretty helpful with any sticker. You got to be careful not to melt it though. Just a little bit of heat. It shouldn't even feel more than just a little bit warm, but it just helps to get that glue warmed up and come off easier. As you start peeling it, you'll see when it gets cold, it'll start to tear. Just add a little bit more heat and it should come off pretty easily. One of the big things with any sticker or graphic install is making sure that the surface is prepped. Isopropyl alcohol, rubbing alcohol, works really well for that. You can also use things like Goo Gone, but make sure that you don't do anything that's going to hurt your paint. So check in an inconspicuous area before you do it and mess up anything on your truck. So we're following that wet application process. We've got a spray bottle here. It's just got a little bit of dish soap mixed in with water. And what we're going to do is just give a nice generous coating on the surface. Set this up here. Next we're going to peel the backing off of the sticker. This has a cover on the front and a backing. So make sure you're only taking that backing off. Just got to find a spot and just get it started. You can see it's peeling off like that. It does stick a little bit to the backing, so just take your time. Make sure you get it off nice and clean. Sometimes if you kind of fold the backing and make a really sharp angle, it's able to come off a little bit easier. But this isn't sticking too bad at all. There we go. Okay, so we'll get rid of that. Next we're going to spray the back of the vinyl with the water. It said to do it as you pull it away and I missed that, so it's probably going to be a lot easier as you're doing it, but nice healthy coat there. So the cool thing about this is I should be able to move it around once I get it on there. I'm going to line it up just in case. That's pretty sweet. There's a little bit of surface tension here, but it comes right off as you can see. So, I can see the outline of the old sticker, but just barely here. Make sure we got it lined up. And that looks pretty good there. About a pinky there. I'm just going to measure using this. Right there. All right, that's about as close as it's going to get. So, next it says use a felt edge squeegee or a credit card wrapped in fabric, and we're going to start in the center and just work the bubbles out from there. Got a credit card here, I'm just using a microfiber. The big thing, you want to make sure that it's like this so that you don't scratch anything. If you have a sharp edge on a credit card, you can easily start scratching it. So I'm just going to start here, start working the bubbles out, and I can see the water pushing out as I'm doing this.
So here's where you really want to take your time. If you can get this on perfectly the first time, you don't have to worry about getting bubbles out in the future. You want to start in the center and just slowly work your way out. The goal is to get any water or that soap underneath out, and you'll see it pushing out as you go across. Then slowly work out towards the center.
I did go over it a couple times just to make sure it was perfect. And then go back over everything and make sure there's no imperfections.
I think we're good. So now, the next step I'm going to struggle with is waiting. I have no patience at all. But we want to wait, it says 10 to 15 minutes, make sure the adhesive and everything sticks before we take this cover off. So we'll wait, and we'll come back in 15 minutes and check on it. All right, now for the moment of truth. Hopefully I didn't mess this up. The key is going to be to pull this off really, really slowly. They say to use your credit card or squeegee or whatever as you're pulling this off, just to kind of hold it down to make sure it doesn't come up with it. So far, so good. It also says to pull this cover off at a really sharp angle and then get this underneath. So, that, ready. The key here is just to go really slow. This is not a time to be in a rush. We're focusing on making a YouTube video.
So I teamed up with J&J's graphic design to get custom graphics made for my truck. They'll be linked in the description box down below. For the interest of full disclosure, they did give me a discount on these, but this will be an honest review. I was incredibly impressed at how quickly they were able to get these turned around. I started talking to them on Monday, and by Monday afternoon they had a design back to me that I liked. I approved it. They did have to order the vinyl. They didn't have it in stock at the time, but from the time that I ordered it, I had the graphics in my hand a week later. So I think that's incredibly quick, especially for custom work. In terms of quality, I would say these are high quality graphics. I've ordered some pretty cheap stickers from Amazon, and it's almost see-through vinyl. These are a lot thicker. It's actually 2 layers, and it looks really good. So if you're in the market for new graphics, whether that's one of their designs or you want a custom piece, go check them out. They do some really high quality work, and I can say that I was very impressed, especially with their customer service, but the product's pretty great also. The process up front is exactly the same. Make sure the surface is prepped well, and the more light the better, helps you really see the contour lines and get everything lined up exactly where you want it.
Love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble.
Well, I hope this video helped to show you the right way to make sure you get your graphics installed perfect every time. If you're looking for new graphics for your vehicle or anything custom, highly recommend you check out J&J for graphic design. Again, they're linked in the description box down below. Trying to bring some really cool content out, so it would help if you leave a like on this video. Let me know in the comments down below if I missed something or if there's something you want to see. And make sure you hit that subscribe button and the little notification bell. It'll send you a message anytime I post something new so you don't miss out. Thanks for watching.